We have received a distress call from a Federation starship, the USS Callisto. It seems the researchers found more trouble than they can handle while exploring the Delta Quadrant.
Find the Federation ship and either defeat their foes for the glory and honor of the Empire, or avenge the fallen. Show this quadrant that not everyone from the Alpha Quadrant is weak. We've arrived at the location of the distress call from the USS Callisto. We're no longer receiving the distress beacon, but sensors are picking up debris consistent with a Luna-class Federation starship. There might be some survivors. Scan the wreckage. No luck, Dahar Master. Sensors aren't reading any life signs in the wreckage. The Callisto had a crew complement of 350. Unfortunate. Can we identify who attacked her? Dahar Master, we have an incoming message. It's from the outpost station. Let's hear what they have to say.
This is 7 of 9, part of a Federation research team assigned to the USS Callisto. My team and I were investigating this outpost when the defense systems activated and destroyed the ship.
7, this is Dahar Master Talak of the IKS Negastor. We responded as soon as we could.
I am aware of your service record. Thank you for responding to our request for assistance. I was able to deactivate the outpost's defenses, but the system sent out an automated distress signal upon shutdown. It is logical to assume that someone will be arriving to investigate. Please transport my team and me to your ship. I will be of more assistance to you there.
I hope the call brings worthy foes.
Long-range sensors are picking up inbound energy signatures. Voth ships. They must lay claim to this system.
Indeed.
Attention, trespassing endotherms. You are trespassing in Voth-aligned space. Surrender now, and we will allow you to live out the remainder of your lives on a prison world.
We will not be made into your prisoners.
Alien
Voth has
vessel,
cut transmission
you have
and are
violated the
engaging
Voth
their warfare.
facility, and will be.
Where are they going? It's not like the Voth to leave a battle they would have clearly won.
That is odd. Dahar Master, we're receiving a distress call from the Turay homeworld. On screen.
This is a general distress signal for any ships in range. This is the Turay homeworld. We are under attack by an unknown force of immense power. We require immediate assistance.
Who exactly are the Turay?
The Turay are a spacefaring culture that Voyager encountered in 2376. They claim ownership over the underspace, which are corridors through subspace that significantly shorten travel times here in the Delta Quadrant. Command has been attempting to contact them, without success. Access to the underspace would be a distinct advantage for our fleets.
Do you think the Voth are the ones who attacked the Turay? They live so quickly.
That is one possibility. To my knowledge, the Voth and Turay are not enemies. However, there is still much we do not know about the Delta Quadrant.
Perhaps a show of good faith would be in order.
We have arrived in the Turay system. The Voth ships are in combat, but they are not engaging Turay vessels. Their opposition does not conform to any known ship in the database.
Whatever they are, they're packing quite a punch. Whoever these assailants are, their technology is exceptional. Even the Borg do not have ships such as these.
The Voth and whomever they are fighting are speaking on an open channel. We can listen to their communications.
Make it so.
Your defense of the Teray thieves will be your undoing.
The Teray and Voth have a long-standing allegiance. The Teray's exothermic nature makes them superior to the other feeble races of the Quadrant.
Then you will be loyal to the death.
They're not even attempting to negotiate.
The surface of the Teray homeworld is being devastated by the debris from the Voth vessels. The Teray do have a defense network of satellites and shields that is capable of protecting them, but the control network is offline. This was intentional. Their attackers deliberately targeted the area during the initial assault. There is a secondary command center on the outskirts of one of their major settlements. If we transport directly there, we will be able to restore the control network. The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant... The invaders attacked this facility, but they did not do significant structural damage. They were, however, able to take down the control network controlling the orbital defense grid. That defense grid is the only thing capable of stopping all of the debris from the battle in orbit from raining down on the planet. Small pieces will burn up in the atmosphere, and your ship's weapons can deal with some others, but a significant percentage will get through. Until that grid is operational, there will be widespread devastation.
Yes, let's make this happen.
There was a firefight here. One of the Teray is injured, but his condition is stable. He may be able to give us more information about the invaders.
Good, we'll help him, and maybe he can answer some questions.
Thank you. My name is Bellis. You're from the Klingon Defense Force, right?
Yes, we'd like to know what happened here.
The ships emerged from the underspace, and they were too close for our defense grid to stop the launch of drop pods. In minutes, they had knocked out the grid controls, and we were defenseless. We barely had time to transmit a distress signal.
What is underspace?
You are not Teray. I cannot reveal our secrets.
Very well.
If I may, underspace is a network of subspace corridors that extend through much of the Delta Quadrant. Voyager was pulled into one when its warp field interacted with the corridor's radial wall. At the time, we speculated that the corridors would speed our journey back to Federation space. That was not possible.
If underspace is the Teray secret, how were these attackers able to use it?
The attackers were Vaadwaur. Voyager did indeed interact with one of our corridors, but instead of deleting the info as we requested and going on their way, they revived our greatest enemy. All of this destruction, every death, it's all Voyager's fault.
Vaadwaur?
Impossible. It cannot be the Vaadwaur. I would know.
7. Who are the Vaadwaur?
This is all my fault. When we first encountered the Vaadwaur, they were in cryostasis. I foolishly awoke their leader in a moment of curiosity. I didn't know their history. They were conquerors, despots. The Vaadwaur used underspace to rule the Delta Quadrant for decades. It was only when the other races banded together that they were defeated. At the time we encountered them, when I awakened them, Captain Janeway said she probably would have done the same thing. But it wasn't her choice, it was mine. I am responsible. However, the Vaadwaur we encountered did not have a level of technology like what we face here. This is far beyond anything the Vaadwaur are capable of developing in such a short amount of time.
Understood. What's the plan then?
My analysis remains unchanged. We need to restore functionality to the defense grid. There are 4 nodes located on the edge of this complex. We must restart these nodes and realign them to the central tower to re-establish the grid.
Sounds good. Keep an eye out for any Vaadwaur. They won't like what we're trying to do.
I'll go to the central tower and start the initialization sequence.
Connection reestablished.
Warrior, I need assistance at the central tower. Your team did an excellent job getting the defense nodes back online and realigned to the central hub here. The restart process will take some time, but the defense grid will be active in about 2 minutes. We'd be in good shape if the Vaadwaur hadn't launched more assault pods. These are mobile transporter pads used to bring more troops to the surface rapidly. I assume they're coming to stop us from restoring the defense grid.
We need to hold them off until the defense grid has completed the restart sequence.
No.
We can't keep this up forever!
What is that?
Receiving a message from the Negasaur. The Vaadwaur are retreating to underspace. Even with their defense grid online, the Turay couldn't have defeated them. Why leave before they finish the fight? Odd.
It is not odd. Voth reinforcements have entered orbit. These Vaadwaur do not want to do battle with an obviously superior force.
Really? I seem to remember the Vaadwaur tearing your ships apart.
While we did sustain great losses, we have made good on our agreement with the Turay. Bellas, we have restored your defense grid.
Seven and I restored the defense grid, you mean?
I'm not interested in petty squabbling about who did what. The grid is restored and we are safe. That's all that matters.
I apologize, Bellas. The Harmaster, the USS Voyager, has entered orbit. Admiral Tuvok is requesting to beam down to your position. Permission granted.
Seven of 9.
Admiral.
We detected the destruction of the Callisto. What?
It was your fault! Your ship invaded the Voth outpost! You woke the Vaadwaur!
Vaadwaur. Interesting. Starfleet intelligence did not consider them a threat. We believed their numbers were few and their technology outdated.
Then you were wrong! The Vaadwaur have returned, and no one is safe.
I see. 7. Voyager could use your expertise again. Will you return to the ship?
That would be acceptable.
Very well. We will take the other survivors from the Callisto as well. Thank you.
Voyager, 2 to beam up.
Seven of 9 has arrived safely on Voyager, and the Vaadwaur threat on the ground here is over. The Voth commander has indicated his forces will deal with any remaining hostiles. We're cleared to return to the Negasaur on your command.
Thank you for assisting Seven and lending aid to the Turay. However, the discovery that our old foes, the Vaadwaur, have made such a leap in technology and are now threatening the entire quadrant is troubling.
I agree.
Thank you. Without your help, my team and I may have been killed by the Voth. Now, however, I must turn my attention to the Vaadwaur. I am responsible for their return. I must assist in their defeat.
Good luck, 7. Stay safe out there. I've read Admiral Janeway's mission logs from Voyager. The Vodwar would be an interesting foe to fight, but if they have technology and forces that can defeat the Voth, this does not bode well.